Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am back with some Dev Pro replays again. As you can see, brought back my old Thunder family deck, and don't judge me too much on this because literally the only thing I changed was I took out the 600s, threw in some 7 tools, and updated the extra deck a little bit, like with number 101 and Evil Storm Extinction Knight. So, yeah, it's been a while since I played this deck, so it was kind of cool to reminisce about it. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about today, besides the duels, right now I'm playing Black Wings. This was actually a long game, longer than I thought. But what I want to talk about is something that I think is weird, but it deserves to be talked about in a sense. Have you ever noticed that it's easier to do the wrong thing than the right thing? Like, for example, this is like the example I always think of because it's so true. Think about when someone falls, trips and falls somewhere, anywhere. Most of the time, your reaction is to laugh. Not ask if they're okay, to laugh. I don't know, you can blame that on how society has trained our minds, I guess you could say, or you could just, it's a natural emotion. It doesn't make any sense, but it's true. And I don't know why it's like that. But it's like, another thing too, like in society, I know this is kind of unrelated, but it costs more money to buy the healthy food than it does the junk food. And you wonder why our society's overweight. It's just those kinds of things. It's in a sense hard to be a better person than it is. No, I'm sorry. It's harder to be a good person than it is to be a bad person. Which is like, it should be the opposite to me. Like, why would, like, I know somebody's gonna be like, oh, it feels so good to be bad, haha. No, all dogs go to heaven reference. But it never made any sense to me. Sorry if I'm a little out of it. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I haven't slept yet. This video will probably go up at like 9 or 10. I'll schedule it later. But yeah, I just can't sleep. I haven't been sleeping well lately. So yeah, why is it that it's easier to do the wrong thing than the right thing? It probably feels better after. Well, most of the time it feels better afterwards to do the right thing than the wrong thing. Little example that I remember in high school and college a lot. If I did my homework on time, I actually had it presented, for the next day. That actually made me feel good inside because I was like, oh, look at me, I do my homework. Okay, I'm responsible, blah, blah, blah. It feels, good self-entitlement to be responsible. And that I can't lie about. So, I don't know, like, that's just something I noticed, like, going up through life. Like, why is it like that? Shouldn't it be the other way around? I mean, I don't know who to bring this up with, if you believe in God or anything like that. I'm not going to talk about that because I'm not going to bring up religion since that's always a touchy issue with everybody. So, I'm not trying to get into all that. Another thing I want to talk about too, which I might make a whole video on this. I'm going to post in the description. I don't know if you guys saw Slim X Team Symmetry's video yesterday about, do you have what it takes to be a YouTuber? And before I get into it, I just want to say Slim is one of those YouTubers that I look at for like motivation and stuff. Like, he's very inspirational in a sense with what he says, and he's like the YouTuber for the people, or Yugi vlogger or whatever he said, or YouTuber, just call ourselves YouTubers. He's the YouTuber for the people, you know what I mean? Like, he's always the guy, trying to give advice. He's always, if you see him on Facebook, he always has happy statuses, he's in love with his girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. And, that's cool, Now, something he said, like, a lot of good points in this video, and I recommend anyone who's trying to be a YouTuber, to watch it, because he brought up some really fantastic points. But one thing that kind of caught my eye a lot is he said to figure out what kind of YouTuber you want to be, like, not to copy everybody else. And that makes sense in a sense, but my problem with it is that, like, I do a bunch of random things on my channel. I mean, it's just like whatever goes with the flow, I guess. Like, I record live duels. I like doing those actually because everybody's always likes live duels because it's to me it's better. It's real life interaction, and it's cool to watch them. And I even watch them all the time on other people's channels. I do record some Dev Pro duels, as you can see. Fishing Destiny Zombies right now, which is a deck I'm actually playing in real life. So maybe I'll give you guys a deck profile, and maybe you'll see it on another channel. No spoilers, but it's just like I do that. I remember. Which I'm gonna start doing again, like the little skits I did with my split personalities, quote unquote, like Big Red Riding Hood, which was kind of a fan favorite. Thought it was funny. I like doing that kind of stuff. So, I'm kind of like not everything into one because the Yu-Gi-Oh news is like that. I can't mess with that. Like I usually know it, but I don't know it as fast as like these other guys. I would just be like copying, Vexicus and Cyber Knight and all those guys who do Yu-Gi-Oh news. I would just be like copying them. So like that's not my kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate the way they do it, though, because they keep me up to date with stuff, which is pretty cool. But, when it comes to having, like, new sets and, like, card discussions and things like that, like, I'll look into certain things, but, if you guys aren't watching, oh my goodness. This Spirit player, whew, he worked me out. Not gonna lie. He did some crazy plays, and I respect that deck. That was kind of crazy. But now, playing Harpies, final match. I'm surprised I won this game because he's basically opened nuts. I don't know how I won this game. But, anyways. So, like, I can't really define myself of what kind of YouTuber I am. I try to be funny. Or, I don't want to say try to be funny. Like, that's who I am. It's just, like, that kind of person, with this split personality things. Try to make people laugh. If you laugh, makes me laugh. Laughter is the best medicine, so they say. So that's the only thing I had with the video. I was just like, I'm not a specific type of YouTuber. I mean, I just kind of do my own thing, and I'm starting to, reach out soon to collab with other people. Like, I'm probably gonna, hit up. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but soon you might see me on other channels. I mean, you saw some of my deck profiles on other channels before. They weren't my deck profiles, but they were on my channel and they were on somebody else's. So stay tuned for all that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. What kind of YouTuber do you think I am? You know what I mean? And why do you think it's easier to do the wrong thing than the right thing? None of that makes sense to me. This Harvey player, oh man. That number 101 card is ridiculous, by the way. I didn't know, like, I knew it was good, but, like, it comes in so clutch. Like, you see it gets summoned 3 out of 4 times in the duels. So, if that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what does. So, I pulled this one kind of out of my ass. I don't know how this even happened, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, the duel's about over, so thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment, leave a like, and I'll talk to you guys soon. This is the One Anti-Hero, signing out.